I'm Eric Hayden from the National Weather Service, Newport, Morehead City, North Carolina. You're almost through the whole presentation. We're on part 5 of 7. With this part, we're going to start to talk about multiple cell thunderstorms, how they can produce flooding, and we're going to review some other ways you can make storm reports to us here in Morehead City. Thinking back to that diagram I showed in the previous part, types of thunderstorms, we're now up to the multiple cell. We're increasing our updraft, again that's that air rising, and we're also increasing our shear. And because of that, our threat for severe weather is now increasing. We mentioned increasing the shear and tilt. The graphic on the right, I love this animation. That's increasing wind shear. The small line segments on the left are indicative of light winds in the atmosphere. The larger line segment in the upper left is stronger winds. So bottom line, as you go up in height, the wind is increasing. Increased shear is tilting the storm. And you can see this, the picture on the left, bubbly clouds, we've got our instability, but instead of being very in the vertical, the storm is tilted because of that shear. And because of that, there's a greater chance for severe weather. One thing that can happen with an increased threat for severe weather is multiple cells that last a long time and train over the same area can produce flash flooding. I mentioned the shear. Instead of a 15 or 20 or 25 minute life cycle where the storm goes from a baby thunderstorm to the mature stage to the dissipating stage, this could take a couple of hours. And the reason for that, with that tilt of the storm, it constantly is ingesting new warm air, new fuel, new moisture to maintain its longevity. So instead of lasting 30 minutes or less, now we're talking multiple hours. Because of that increased shear, it can maintain itself, it can last longer, produce more raindrops, and in the case of going over the same area over and over again, it can produce flooding. If you get any type of flooding, that's something that we want to know about. We're talking significant, something that you've never seen or rare. We're not talking the ponding of water, the low spot in your road that happens 5 times a summer. We're talking about something that's significant, ideally before it gets bad. An example could be roads are becoming covered with water, my stream is rising fast, and I've never seen it near bank full, and it is this time. And we do want an estimate of how deep it is. Unlike the hail, I don't want you going out there measuring with a yardstick, but use some references. It's up to the tires, it's about 3 feet up on the stop sign, that type of thing. And our roads washed out or impassable. Any information you can give us will help us. If you have a rain gauge, that would be able to give us a specific amount. Rainfall reports are extremely useful. Roughly 2 inches is significant around here, either soaking rain spread out over a day or 2 inches in a very short period of time. We want to give you some type of reference. Nobody's going to complain if you call in 1.5 inches of rain. We just didn't want you calling in every sprinkle. So if you have a rain gauge, that is very, very useful because it gives us specific information for how much rain has fallen. If you're not already in the program, I want you to think about CocoRaws. It's very easy to sign up. You can go to the website cocораws.org. On that website, there's a place in the upper right to sign up. There's training. It's a PDF, so you kind of do it at your own leisure. Scroll through. It'll go over how to report precipitation, where to put the rain gauge, where not to put the rain gauge, and then how to buy one. You can also buy a gauge on the site itself. So CocoRaws is great. You'll become part of weather history. I encourage those folks that are already measuring the weather to join. If you're a retired person and you're looking for more to do, or a younger person, hey, I'm in middle school, high school, I want to get involved in weather, I want to be a meteorologist down the road. This is a perfect opportunity to get involved. We're always looking for spotters, not only in eastern North Carolina, but all over the country. Having a CocoRaws observer really enhances our ability to see what's going on with the precipitation in our area. You can go to the website. If you've got a QR reader on your device right now, if you scan the QR code in the upper right of how can I join the network, that will send you there.